Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. And I want to say Shalom to Akhman Alkwath out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, Don't Be Like These People. Don't be like these people, all right? And these people is referring to the people of the world, all right, the wicked, of course, the Edomites, of course, and even a wicked Jake, right? Don't be like these people as far as doing wickedness, right? Don't do the things that they do, right? Don't, if they're out here, eating catfish, don't eat catfish, right? If they're out there eating lobster, don't eat lobster. If they're smoking weed, don't smoke weed, right? Don't follow their lead, right? So that's the title of the lesson and the topic today. And so we're just going to jump right into it with Romans 12 and 2. Because a lot of the time, if you hang around worldly people or worldly media or you're consuming worldly media, at the very least you're doing that. Their ideas and ideologies are ever so present. They'll make it known what they're into, what they do, and it's one of those things where if you don't do it, you're looked at as weird or strange, right? You're looked at as strange because you don't eat catfish. You don't like catfish. Catfish is delicious. You don't like catfish, or you don't eat pork. Not even pepperoni. You don't like pepperoni. Pepperoni is delicious. You don't like, what do you get on your pizza then? You don't like pepperoni, right? They'll do those different types of things, right? But that's because, and it could be some subconscious level of, deep down inside, they feel upset that you're not doing what they're doing. It could be that. But I think overall for Jake, it's just a lack of understanding, all right? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, right? So yeah, you're gonna go through those types of things, but it's not something you should, you don't buckle down, man. Don't unbuckle and say, you're right. I'm being overboard, huh? Right? Or it's the same thing with Christianity. They'll say, oh, you hateful. You should come over here. This is love. That's hate. You hate. All you do is hate. You got so much rage. That's what they do, right? And it's effeminate. And it's really an effeminate world, right? This whole world. Even the men are effeminate. The women, on the other hand, aren't usually effeminate, which is the funny fucking thing about it. They're usually masculine. So everything's upside down and twisted all around. But this is Romans 12 and 2, and we're going to get it through 3. It says, we're actually just going to get it through 2. We're actually going to get it from 1. It says, so Romans 12 and 1, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy. Holy means separate, right? Holy, acceptable unto Yahweh. Doesn't say acceptable unto men. It says acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. So it's a reasonable service. It's not asking too much. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. So there you go. So it's not about what man thinks. They can think whatever the fuck they want, right? It's about what the Lord thinks, okay? It's acceptable unto Yahweh. What's acceptable unto him, not what's acceptable to Ray or Jim or Bill. All right, so what's acceptable to the Lord, all right? Your boss is your boss at the end of the day if you have if you're at a job. But if he tells you have to participate in this pork pizza, you have to. We ordered it for the whole crew. You have to eat it. Well, go ahead and lose your job then. Go ahead and lose your job, all right? Because obviously you ain't supposed to be there anyway, right? Go ahead and say nah, all right? If he fires you, hey, then that's the sign the Most High didn't want you around there anyway, all right? But don't say, oh, all right, if I'm going to lose my job, I guess, all right? And start eating pepperoni pizza. Not that would ever happen. That's just ridiculous. But who knows? There's bosses out there that probably would try to fire. Oh, that was disrespectful what you did. You didn't eat another pizza. That was disrespectful. I told you I don't eat that shit, man. But, so yeah, we're not here to affirm ourselves and conform ourselves to man's standards, to make it what men think of us. Or, I don't give a goddamn fuck, all right, what man has to think at the end of the day. Neither should you, right? Because they'll say, oh, I think you're weird because you don't know pepperoni. Okay, well, I think you're going to fucking have obesity issues if you keep eating the shit. All right, we both have opinions, all right? They're like, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, all right? So you can have your opinion all you fucking want, Okay, well, I think it's weird that you don't eat catfish. Catfish, it's a fish. So I don't want to eat it. What's so fucking weird about that? You know, do you want to eat this skunk's asshole? No. Well, I think it's weird that you don't want to eat that. Isn't that kind of weird? It's not weird. Well, then why is it weird that it's weird for me to not like catfish? All right, you shouldn't be eating none of that shit or skunk's assholes. But you would think that's weird, and you're damn near eating a skunk's asshole if you're eating a catfish. It's nasty, man. Hell. So, hell, a skunk's asshole is probably cleaner, honestly. It's not, but catfish are nasty, filthy creatures, man. Filthy. All right, they eat all the shit and piss and reproductive fluids, keeping it Sabbath friendly, and all the nasty shit and dirt and grime and muck that's in those lakes, man. And then you're eating that. You ever heard of you are what you eat? You must be a catfish then, man. So, it's nasty. It's fucking disgusting. I ain't eating that shit. Alright, and pigs. I've already went on long tirades about pigs. Alright, we're not supposed to eat this. Alright, it's laid out in the Leviticus. Alright, in the dietary law. Right? That we're not supposed to be eating these. Why not? Because the Lord said not to. And that should be a good enough answer for most y'all. But for most y'all, it ain't. So, if you look into it, you'll find out that the Lord just didn't say don't eat it for. He could have said that with deer. You can eat deer. Why can you eat deer? There's nothing really wrong with deer. Now, sometimes they'll get diseases just like any other animal, but they're not like how catfish is. Catfish is a cleaning animal. Lobster is a cleaning animal. Clams are a cleaning animal. All right, you have things like pigs are, again, a cleaning animal. All right, the serial killers have kept those things to feed the bodies, and they'll eat everything. They'll eat metal, they'll eat bone, they'll eat the skin, they'll eat the flesh. All right, they'll eat the rot. All right, they'll damn near, eat anything they can get on. And that's why majority of pigs are garbage fed in America and in a good chunk of the world, but they're mostly garbage fed here in America, which means they're eating period pads, they're eating diapers, condoms, all right, they're eating dookie, all right, and toilet paper and boxes of Kleenex and rotten fruits and vegetables. They're eating all this shit, and then you're eating this. Isn't it good? And you wonder why your blood pressure's high. You have crazy shits when you go to the bathroom, because you're having those pork shits, man. You're having crazy bowel issues, right? Because of all you're eating, because of all that shit that you're eating, man. So don't be like these people. They can bully you all they want and say, oh, you're weird because you eat like this, or you're weird because you eat like that. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. Well, guess what? They should shut the fuck up, all right? But they won't. But they should, but they won't, right? So that's something you need to realize with these devils, man, is they're going to try as hard as they can, and not even that they know you're a Hebrew Israelite. It's just that you're different. You're holy, right? Separate, okay? Or at least you're trying to be as best as you can. You're different, and they don't like that. So without really an understanding of what they're doing, and it's demons that are on them, they want to make you like them, okay? They want to make you walk, talk, and act like them. They want to make you eat like them, all right? That's how they want it. So don't be like these people, right? Don't be like these people. That's something you should avoid. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll get one more. This is Proverbs 1:10. And it reads, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. Okay, it says, if they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit, we shall find all precious substance, we shall fill our houses with spoil, cast in thy lot among us, let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. So you don't, it's also talking about, these Edomites, but don't be like these people, man. Don't be like these people. These people, they're knuckle dragging ass thugs, shooters, all right, or they're just homosexuals. All right, or some other variety of or flavor of something that you're not supposed to be being, and they're that. And when you're not like them, it infuriates them. Infuriates them, right? Because they can't really pinpoint what it is about you that's different. Why are you so different than me? And a lot of time, 9 times out of 10, they weigh it as a superiority complex. All right, and in a way it is. All right, not being proud, but we are superior than those people, but not in a proud way. Okay, well, I'm better than you. Yes, we are better than them, but we don't go around acting, and saying that we're better than them. All right, we do. I mean, in a way, we do act We are acting better than them because we're rehearsing the righteous acts to the best of our ability. But we're not being that lofty and that high-minded, oh, I'm better than you. Hey, did you know I'm better than you? We're not like that, like these people, these pride people of the world. All right? While we are physically better because of what we're doing. It's not by any doing of our own. Okay? It's all through the grace and will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So there's no reason to be proud or to become haughty over it. Right? But by a technical standpoint, yes, we are better than these people. All right? We are not on their level. We are on a higher level than them. But it's not something we can be proud of because it's not anything that we did on our own. All right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai put us in this lot. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai woke us up. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gave us the wisdom and the knowledge and the truth of this understanding. Okay? So we can't be proud of that. The only thing that we can be grateful of is, we can be grateful for many things, but not proud. But being grateful that we're of the house of Israel and Lord willing of the elect, right? But we can't be proud in a worldly standpoint, right? So I'm gonna close it there. I'm gonna come back and finish up these 3 scriptures, Lord willing, when I get back, which would be a little bit earlier today because I schedule change. So now that we're getting into the summer, so Lord willing, I'll be back soon to finish this up. Until then, shalom. Shalom. We're back. So, yeah, let's keep on keeping on, man. So, let's go ahead and jump right into Proverbs 4 and 14 through 15. You know what? Actually, let's not. Let's, and Salaki, if it's a little loud, we're in a different car right now, so, you know how it is. So, I gotta have the window open because the AC don't work in this one too well. But, so, bear with us on that. I'm actually gonna go and get the Good News translation before I get that other scripture that I was going to talk about. It's, well, I don't really need to get it, but in the Good News translation, it says, Proverbs 1 and 10, Sakya, when sinners tempt you, my son, don't give in. So, and they will. They absolutely will tempt you, all right? They will. You're going to get into situations where, and it's not just, like I said, it's not just Edomites. It's with all sinners is really referring to Jake because sin is the breaking of, sin is the transgression of the law. The law, all right, was a covenant made between us and the Most High, okay, Israel and the Most High. But you'll hear sinners used for, heathens as well. But by technical definition, it's Israel, okay? But it's used for wicked people as well. Just in general, just wicked people in general. But yeah, especially Jake. Actually, matter of fact, it be your own people. As Jake likes to say, it be your own people, man. It be your own people. It's true. As a matter of fact, it be your own people that you got to watch out for, really, the most in this situation. Because Esau does their own thing, and they're going to entice you. They're wicked, right? But it be your own people, because Jake is the one, man, I miss when you used to smoke, man. Come on, just smoke once, man. Come on, just smoke. Just roll up one more time, man. Just one more, and then I ain't gonna just one more time for old sake, man. Just one more, come on. Or come on, man, look, man. Auntie made it, man. You're gonna hurt her feeling if you don't eat the chitlins, man. She went in here all day, man. You know how disrespectful it is? That's fucking rude, man. That's disrespectful. Auntie in here breaking her back all day, man. You don't want to eat it because you don't like it, man. Eat the goddamn chitlins, man. Fucking go ahead and eat them, man. You're being rude, right? They'll do that type of shit to you, man, and try to peer pressure you. So, like they say, it be your own kind, man. It be your own people. Jake's saying, you know how it is. And it's so don't fall on that, because Jake is some demons, man. They will, come on, man, just do it. It's disrespectful, man. First you want to eat no auntie's food, then you won't even roll up with your cousin. No more. What, you think you better than me? Watch out for them, man. Watch out, okay? The 2/3 Jake, watch out for them. Watch out for Esau. Watch for all of them. Especially watch out for Jake, because you can get a little bit closer with Jake, all right? Because they're your own people at the end of the day. So especially watch out for them, right? And they'll have you doing that. Like I said, like I was mentioning, they'll pick on you. Oh, man, you're a picky eater. You're a picky eater, man. You don't like, you don't eat no seafood at all. You don't like no seafood at all. No, I like some. It's what they would consider seafood. I like seafood. They usually refer to as crawdad and all the abominable shit. But I mean, some fish is seafood, and some of it's clean. Some of it's clean. So that seafood, yeah, I will have if it's clean biblically, if it has scales and fins. All right? I eat a lot more lake food than I do sea. First of all, I don't really even like fish in general. Even the stuff, I don't like tilapia. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of halibut. I don't like any of those fishes. The only fish I really care for is salmon. That's it. I'm sure there's some other fish out there that I would like if I tried, but really, I just like salmon, right? It's because a lot of fish just taste too damn fishy. Salmon doesn't have that same taste. And first of all, if your fish is tasting overly fishy, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Someone who's lived on the coast, that ain't good fish. All right, your fish should not have it should not be smelling like. Okay, let me not. You know what I'm about to say, but it should not be smelling like some stank cooch. All right, at a gym, right? It shouldn't be smelling like that. That's not how fish should smell. Okay. That's not how, some fucking cooch smell either. So, two things that should not be smelling like that. All right, they got something wrong with them, man. The fish, it ain't fresh, and neither is that other thing if it's smelling like that. So, don't. And that's the thing. All of our food's all fucked up in the first place, man. But usually, when you get decent salmon, it's more expensive. It don't have that smell like that, and it don't have that overly bitter, tangy fish taste that I fucking cannot stand. But this ain't about what I want or what I like. But I mean, I'm just telling you, if people think you're a picky eater, man. Yeah, sure, I'm a picky eater. Now what? Yeah, I don't like shrimps. I don't like crawdads. You ever tried them? Yeah, I've tried them. I haven't tried crawdads, but I've tried shrimp. I've tried all this stuff, and I ain't eating no goddamn crawdad, man. Crawdads they come from like a fucking puddle of water, man, and weird shit. That's not even something you should be eating. All right? Do you eat spiders? No, I don't eat no spider. Why not? You should eat spiders. You should try spiders. They could be good for all you know. I ain't gonna eat no spiders. Well, I ain't gonna eat no fucking crawdad. I don't care how good you tell me it is. You go out and eat a worm? No, you ain't gonna eat a worm. Why? Because you don't want that shit. It's nasty. So I ain't gonna eat no goddamn crawdad. Why? Because it's nasty. I ain't gonna eat it. All right? Fuck out of here, man. All right? I'm gonna eat what I'm gonna eat. You're gonna eat what you're gonna eat. So don't. That's the thing, man. Because Jake doesn't know when to fucking give up, man. You don't eat no pork. You don't eat no pork. You don't eat no pork. No, I don't eat no pork, man. Why? Why does it make you so upset? And that's the thing, man. It pisses them off that you're not like them, as I mentioned earlier. Why is it making you so upset that I don't eat pork? I don't like it. You go ahead and eat it all you want. I don't have to eat it, all right? If I don't like the movie, I don't really care for... What's a movie I don't like? I thought the Titanic fucking sucked. There's a lot of people that thought Titanic was good. I thought The Godfather wasn't even that great, all right, from the pieces I saw of it, all right? And, there's better mob movies out there, for sure. But people would lose them, well, you don't like The Godfather? You don't... No, I mean, Goodfellas is a better movie, all right? And I don't even remember seeing most of that, but I know it's a better movie, all right, just off of parts, okay? There's some good parts of Godfather, sure, right? But there's better mob movies out there, right? There's better mob movies out there, and I'm sure there's better shit movies out there than Titanic, all right? But people lose it. You don't like it? No, I don't like it. And guess what? There's some movies that you like that I don't like, and there's some movies that I like that you don't like. All right, we're gonna have things we disagree about. Okay, just because I'm not gonna fucking lose my mind because what you don't like this movie that I like. You don't like Forrest Gump? Forrest Gump's a great movie. I might say that, but man, I'm not gonna watch it. Hey man, all right, you're missing out. I'm not gonna push you on it though, right? But Jake don't know when to give up, man. You gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. Matter of fact, I'll bring you some myself. I've had people try to do that at my job. They're like, oh, you don't eat it? Man, you ain't had them cook right. I'll have to bring it myself. I'm like, I ain't gonna eat it. Bring it all you want. I ain't gonna eat it. All right, I don't eat none of that shit, bro. Right? Why not? Cause said I don't like it. This is Proverbs 4:14. It says, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Right? Go not in the way of evil men. Don't be like they are. Don't enter the same ways that they're going here. Because what they're entering is destruction, man. That's where they're going to. It says, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn away from it, and pass away. So, and again, that's again talking about Edomites, all right? Because you can go down there, and it's talking about they sleep not unless except they have done mischief, all right, in verse 16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So that one's talking about Esau. So again, you gotta watch out with your own people. You gotta watch out with Esau. You gotta watch out with all the heathens, man. You gotta just don't be like these people. Don't eat pork, all right? Don't eat it, all right? You're not like these people. Again, we're holy, all right? Be ye holy, for I am holy. Holy means separate. We're not like them. All right, you can eat a pork asshole pie. I'm not going to be eating one. You want to eat it? You go right ahead. Matter of fact, order you 2. You enjoy the hell out of them. I ain't going to eat it. All right, but when you get destroyed because you're over here eating pork asshole pot pie, all right, don't come crying, oh, well, I didn't know. You didn't know you weren't supposed to be eating pork asshole pot pie? Well, that's some of those things. Just look at it, man. Just look into it. Do you think you should be eating a fucking slug or a fucking what are those things called? It's the other one, not slug. Fucking escargot. A snail. You think you should be eating a snail? Doesn't look like something you should eat. Does it look like something you should eat? Does a crawdad look like something you should eat? Does a crab or a shrimp? Look at all the fucking legs. All these legs, man. Doesn't even look like something. Man, if I saw one of those motherfuckers, I'd knock them out. Right? Let alone eat them. Those are some things that are your goddamn nightmares. Imagine those things 10 times bigger. You can eat a deer. Imagine it 2 times or 5 times bigger, 10 times bigger. It'd be a big-ass deer. Goddamn, that's a big-ass deer. Now imagine a crab 10 times. Goddamn, that is a monster. That is a literal demon, all right, that's crawling around. Those things are scary as fuck looking. You don't want to eat one of those, okay? Apparently some people do. But, you know, and you're learning all this shit from fucking, let me choose my word carefully, from Moabites, all right? Moabites and Ammonites. And remember, they're some fucking inbred retards, okay? That historically they had sex with their father. So they don't know how to eat. They're retards, man. They're over here eating shrimps and oh, you not try it with sauce. Fuck you, I ain't trying it with sauce. Man, I don't care how good you season that shit up. I'm not eating it. You never try worm? I'm not eating worm either, man. Y'all don't know what to eat. You're like a little kid going around. My wife has mentioned that before with Moab, because she's in this truth too, like I mentioned. And she's mentioned Moab's basically like kids. They, like little kids, you know, because they put a bunch of stuff in their mouth not knowing. Like, you got to tell them, like, stop it, icky, caca. Don't put that in your mouth. Get that out of your mouth. Don't put that bug in your mouth. What are you doing? Moab's like that, right? You got to be like, hey, what are you doing? Don't eat that. Stop it. That's not food. Disgusting. Spit that out. Or like a dog. What do you got in your mouth? Give it. You got to fucking yank it out the mouth of a dog. And you're not supposed to eat that. Give it. Bad. That's how Moab is, man. You know, they don't know that there's certain shit you shouldn't be eating. Like, stop eating that, man. You're not supposed to be eating that nasty shit. Right? It's fucking disgusting. But they'll see, here it is. They'll see fucking Hong Chong Lee over here doing a fucking mukbang. They'll be like, you know, I bet if I put some lorries on it. And I'll put a little bit of Old Bay on it. I'll put a little bit of Slap Your Mama on it. You know, I'll let that sit about, 24, 48 hours. I let it sit in there and marinate. And then I go ahead and I put me some Texas Pete up in that bag. I bet that shit would be delicious, man. I bet it'd be delicious. Jake, what are you doing, Jake? Don't eat that shit. That's not for you. Don't eat it. Stop eating that shit, man. That ain't for you. That's a heathen. Learn not the way of the heathen. All right? And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right? Don't be like these people. Don't be like these people. Title of the lesson. Don't be like these people. You know? Now I got to go and get that scripture, man. Learn not the way of the heathen. This is Jeremiah 10:2. It says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Jeremiah 10:2. So don't, I could keep on saying don't as much as you want, but again, this message is only for the elect. Because 2/3 Jake out there, all they do is, you're basically, it's our culture. You don't know anything about your real culture. All you know about is black culture. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Black culture is white culture. You want to know why black culture is white culture? Because it was made up by the Edomites. All right, all the gang banging, the weed slanging, all right, all that shit. It was all the African-American bullshit. All right, you're not African. You're an Israelite. All right, Africans don't mean nothing. All right, they're out in the bush fucking with a stick going, where is the thing that I need? Where is it? Those are Hamites. All right, a.k.a. Egyptians. All right, those aren't you. Look at them. Look at them, motherfucker. They don't look anything like you. They look nothing like our people. All right? Not so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American. They look like none of our people. They got the big-ass foreheads. I got fucked up-ass tongue. Some huge-ass fucking teeth. All right? Their necks are all fucking crazy. They got an egg head. All right? They don't look anything like Jake. All right? That's my ancestor. Look at that, man. That's my ancestor, man. That ain't your ancestor, all right? Israel's your ancestor. You just don't know Israel's your ancestor because the people over there right now is just a bunch of white people because you're the real Israelites. And they said that they're you. And they said you're Africans. They lied. They got you, okay? Go and start reading the Bible, man. Go and read Deuteronomy 28, right? Go and read through the curses, right? Go and read. So... But you won't, all right, because you're comfortable being African when you don't realize that you actually come from a very royal lineage, all right? The Most High's chosen people, okay? A chosen family. And they have you believing that, my roots go back, I'm going to celebrate Kwanzaa, I'm going to get a root with my ancestors. That ain't you, all right? That ain't you. That's not who you are. All right, and as a Mexican, your Mexican culture, yeah, some of that's what you've done, but Mexican culture is also rooted in Catholicism. All right, Catholicism. What's another thing that they be in? Chorizo and carnitas and all these different things. All right, that the Southern Kingdom, the Northern Kingdom be eating. All right, I used to eat that shit back in the world too. Yeah, but. That's not your real heritage. That's some stuff you did. Those are slave foods, man. All right, pork and pork intestine. All right, all chorizo is the chitlin of the Northern Kingdom. All right, Southern Kingdom has chitlins or chitterlings, however you want to call them. All right, and then Northern Kingdom has shit like that because it's the same thing. Because all chorizo is pork intestine. All right, that's all it is. And I used to eat the shit out of it. Absolutely. No pun intended. Yeah, because it's fucking doo-doo noodles. That's still doo-doo noodles, right? And you're eating them just the same. So it's not your culture. It's a culture that Esau's put on you or things that you've learned. Well, for real, it's the same thing Esau's put on you because you had to eat like that because they weren't giving you real food when you were in captivity. That's how chitlins came about, all right? That's how things like ham hock and certain things, scraps, right? There are certain things that came from slavery that you can still eat, like, for example, wings. You can still eat wings, but wings are a slavery food, all right? That came from being thrown scraps. You got the chitlins, you got the intestine of the pig that they didn't want. You got the pig feet, another thing that Jake eat a lot, all right? And all these different things that are just scraps, all right? They didn't get a lot of cow or anything like that. So, and that you wonder why, all you like is chicken. Well, one of the reasons the slaves liked chicken was because that was one of the only animals that they were given, all right? They didn't have a lot of cow, all right? Pretty much slaves only ate chicken in scraps, okay? So, yeah, when you're eating a chicken or you're being thrown scraps, you have to make every single part of that shit work, right? Every gizzards and lips and tits, turkey tits and turkey lips and all these different things. But no, it was mostly chicken because they were small and they're easy. And that's a big chunk of the diet for the slaves was scraps and then chicken. All right. And I'm sure, whatever vegetables they were thrown, usually scraps and shit that was bitter and nobody wanted to eat, i.e. dandelion greens, collard greens, things like that are bitter. And Jake took them and then, you add all the ingredients in it and made it into something, all right, using the same scraps. Oh, you threw us just a little bit of ham. Okay, we'll use a ham hock. All right, maybe throw in a little bit of this and blah, 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 blah. And then, you come out and you have a meal out of it because that's, how they're having. But that's not something as Jake say, we're not free now, but you're free from having to eat like that. You can go and you can get some beef, right? You don't have to eat no doo-doo noodle. You don't have to eat no pork asshole no more. You don't have to eat that. You don't have to eat like that no more, man. It's so, but yet you're still doing it. All right, embracing culture of oppression. What are you doing? Right? And they want you in a state of dumbed downness. They don't want you because they don't want you to get smart and realize who you really are. All right, and realize that you're actually the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. So this is Exodus 23 and 2. And it reads, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment." So let's get what this says in the Good News Translation. It's pretty straightforward. But it says, "Do not follow the majority when they do wrong or when they give evidence that perverts justice," right? Don't do it. All right, as they have that saying in the world, If your friends jumped off a cliff, would you do it too? If you saw everybody stabbing themselves in the face, are you going to do it too? Well, shit, I don't know. Everybody's stabbing themselves in the face for a reason, man. I'm missing out. I feel like maybe I should be doing it too. Don't be like that, Jake. That's essentially what you're doing. All right, except you're doing something even worse than that. All right, you're gambling with your salvation. Okay, that's not even gambling, because if you're doing that stuff, you're not going to be saved more than likely. So that's what you're gambling with. You're gambling with if you're going to be saved when those nukes start hitting or not, which is not something you want to gamble with, man. This ain't like your paycheck, right? You can't get it again. If you don't get saved, that's it. That's your ass. All right. Now you'll be reborn in the kingdom and all that, but you're not going to be you're not going to be on the same level as the elect. All right. You're going to be on a lower level, and you're going to be shamefaced because of it, right? That's not. Is that how you want to be? I thought you wanted to be the best, Jake. I thought you wanted to be, you want to pop off. You wanted to be, the best of the best. Yet you're not acting like it, man. You have to put in effort, man. You have to put in an effort, and you don't want to, right? Because Esau's got you all fucked up in the brain. So that's the Psalms 1 through 2. That's where we're going to close out. It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. There you go. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. Very hydrated, right? It's the best place to be if you're a tree. That bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but they are like the chaff with the wind driven away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Do you want to be like that? I would recommend you don't be like these people. But if you want to die like them, you go ahead and you be like them. That's where we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Till next one, Lord willing. Shalom. Don't be like these people. Shalom.